We have Beetlejuice's reason for coming back. He's running for president, but the question is, where did Beetlejuice go after finishing season 1 of My GM mode?
This guy out of the fucking army, bro.
That's right, after Beetlejuice joined the army and served our country, he thought what better to do than run the country as our president. And he thought about all the episodes we made of My GM mode, and he came back to do a season 2.
You don't have time for this shit.
It's been so long, but we are finally doing yet another recap. We have Kevin Owens, our current WWE champion. He's 2-1. He's a one-time WWE champion. We have a curse so far in GM mode. Whoever we pick as our champions, they just lose the titles. We had Sasha and Cena in the first season. They just lose it. Then Becky and Joe lost their titles. But like Sasha, Becky reclaims the title. Cena reclaimed it. Will Joe do that? Anyway, Becky Lynch, 1-3, two-time women's champion. Since we're on season 2, I thought it'd be cool if any wrestler we get from season 1, we show what they did in the previous season. You see what Mickie James did season 1. And she's looking to carry that on to this season. She's 1-0, one-time tag champ. She didn't win that in the first season. As you can see in the previous season, Sasha Banks was one of our greatest superstars we had. In this season, she's 3-1. She's our current tag champ, and that's a title she didn't win in season 1. We have the show off Dolph Ziggler at 2-1. He's our current WWE Tag Champion. Dolph Ziggler's tag team partner, the other half of the current tag champs, both one times, Chad Gable, sheesh, is 2-2. We have Eddie Guerrero, who is 1-0. We have Bayley, who she started off great in season 1. As you can see, her record and the accomplishments went downhill, it was up and down. Currently, she's 3-1, one-time women's champion. We have Walter / Gunther, whatever you want to call him, who is 3-1. We have the original bro, Matt Riddle, who is 2-2, and he's a former one-time Raw Tag Team Champion. We have Mandy Rose at 1-1. We brought in Goldberg, has not wrestled yet, 0-0. We will find out who is next. We have Samoa Joe, who is 1-3. He's our former WWE champion. Just like Cena, not looking great. We'll see if he turns it around or if he'll have a similar thing like John Cena in season 1. We have the cover boy, Rey Mysterio, who's 1-4. One-time tag champ, is not looking good for him. We have Charlotte Flair, who's currently 1-2. We have Peyton Royce, who's currently 1-3. You see what she did in last season. She started off good last season, but like Billie Kay, she's starting off slow this season. Will we pick up Billie Kay this season and give the Iconics another run? See if they turn it around? Who knows? It's been a while since I've done this too. Are you ready for the Beetlejuice MVPs of Season 2? We're starting off the very first ones. The male superstar is Kevin Owens, our current WWE champion. Honorable mention to Gunther / Walter. Just, he didn't have enough good matches, and if Kevin Owens, I didn't have to turn him heel, he would have had more matches. But Kevin Owens balled out. He deserves this award.
But enough is enough, and it's time for a change.
And the female Slapnuts MVP is Bayley. She couldn't be stopped. She won it twice in Season 1, and she's our very first one to win it in Season 2. Is this her come-up? Is she angry she was so low on the top 10? Bayley deserved it. She balled out in the first episode of Season 2.
Hey, ding dong! Happy New Year!
We start the episode off hot by bringing in Bootylicious Kofi Kingston. We have the Raw Tag Team titles on the line. Rey and Riddle versus Chad and Dolph. And Goldberg said Dolph was next, and he cost them the tag titles. New tag champs. Mandy Rose cuts a promo. We have Sasha Banks versus Peyton Royce. 1-on-1. And Sasha Banks just continues the hot streak. Cannot be stopped. Mickie James wanted Bayley, so we're starting that. She calls her out. Eddie Guerrero versus Walter yet again, and Eddie beats him once again. He just slays that giant. Charlotte Flair cuts a promo. We have Kevin versus Joe. No title on the line. What's going to happen? And Kevin Owens wins yet again. Naomi and Tamina continue their rivalry by getting partners. Toni Storm and Natalya, and Tamina one-ups Naomi by winning the NXT tag titles. Shayna Baszler calls out Asuka. Then we have Cameron Grimes going one-on-one with Drew McIntyre in a tables match, and Drew McIntyre just kicks the hat right off of Grimes into a table. Asuka does some charity. We have Ivar versus Angel Garza one-on-one, and Angel Garza picks up the win against the one half of the Vikings. And then we have King Nakamura and Roderick Strong, Edge and Eric finally defend the titles, and they lose the titles that easy. NXT is still winning. And then we have Rey Mysterio telling us he's a master of the mic. Not only the master of the 619, but a master of the mic. And we tell him, sure, Rey, you show us what you can do. We have Dolph Ziggler. He's upset at Goldberg, which is perfect. We want Ziggler versus Goldberg. We give it to him. We give Mickie her match against Bayley, which we didn't get to do this matchup in Season 1, and Mickie James beats Bayley. Bayley slowing down, huh? Give Rey Mysterio his promo, and he kills it. Then we give Eddie Guerrero a WWE title match against Kevin Owens, but Walter runs in and costs Eddie the shot as Kevin retains, letting Kofi get in some screen time as he cuts a promo. We gave Mandy Rose what she wanted, her and Becky versus Peyton and Charlotte, and they lose. Peyton and Charlotte beat Mandy and Becky. Chad Gable cuts a promo, and here we go. Goldberg debuts against Dolph Ziggler one-on-one, and he spears the show off and wins. Shayna Baszler calls out Asuka. She puts the title on the line in a tables match, and Asuka retains. Doesn't care what Shayna has to say. Eric Smatty lost the tag titles. Calls out Nakamura. Rematch from the last week. Tables. Titles on the line. Natalya and Tamina beat Tony and Naomi yet again. Nakamura cuts a promo after being called out. Now we have Cameron Grimes and Angel Garza versus Ivar and Edge. Extreme Rules. Edge just switching back and forth between Eric and Ivar. Then we have Drew McIntyre going one-on-one with Roderick Strong for the NXT title, and Drew wins and gets injured. NXT's still winning. Then we have Mickie James telling us her contract is up, and Mickie, we love you. Of course you're staying. Give her that extra money, or she doesn't even want extra money. Just give her what she wants. Keep her for what, an extra 5 weeks? She's with us. Triple H reminds us how to play the game, but we know. Gotta put on a great opener and a great end. Then we have Mandy Rose saying she did it. She told us about her and Becky, even though they lost their match. Which, oh, we have something here. Ivar wants to jump ship, which last season Eric wanted to jump ship from SmackDown. Now his tag team partner Ivar said, listen, I hate Shane. Give me the money. And I thought about it. I was like, if it just throws a wrench in NXT, we'll get Ivar. Goldberg versus Dolph Ziggler, Part 2. Can Ziggler finally beat Goldberg? And he can't. Goldberg wins, and he's now up 2-0 against Ziggler. After Mickie beats Bayley, she calls her out. Then we have Rey Mysterio seeing Eddie beat Walter twice, says, I can do it, and he does. He beats Walter, finally. Then we have Kofi Mania cutting a promo. Flair versus Mandy Rose yet again in a tables match, and Mandy Rose wins, continuing that rivalry. Then we have Sasha Banks cutting a promo. Kevin Owens defends the title against Samoa Joe. Riddle runs in. Joe wins, but it's by DQ. No title change. After Eric calls out Nakamura, they go one-on-one in Extreme Rules. Ivar runs in to help his friend, and Eric picks up the win. Cameron Grimes does some charity. Drew McIntyre got injured. Roderick Strong was a double champ, but now they sign Hulk Hogan to go one-on-one, and Hulk Hogan beats Roderick Strong. Edge cuts a promo after losing the tag titles. Another rematch 3 weeks in a row. The same match, and it's the same result. Natalya and Tamina win. Angel Garza calls out Ivar. They don't know Ivar is gone. Shayna versus Asuka. One-on-one for the title, and Asuka retains yet again, and NXT is still in the lead. Goldberg's contract is running up. But after beating Dolph Ziggler twice in a row, of course we're bringing him back. He has the rivalry. He's doing good. NXT tried to build up Ivar, but he's jumping ship. Dolph Ziggler wants a match in Miami, and who wouldn't? Yet another signing. We pick up the legend Trish Stratus. Kevin Owens, we don't want him getting injured, so we make sure he doesn't get injured. We give Ziggler what he wanted, his match in Miami, going against Goldberg, and he did not show out. Goldberg 3-0 Ziggler. Chad Gable does some charity. Here we go. Owens versus Riddle. This time Samoa Joe runs in. It doesn't matter. Kevin Owens picks up the win. Then we have Rey Mysterio calling out Walter, saying, I can beat you. I proved it. Here we go. Dream match. Becky versus Charlotte, and Charlotte beats Becky. Becky's not doing great. Kofi does some charity. And here we go. Mickie James versus Bayley. That's our go-to right now. And Mickie beats Bayley yet again. Edge finds his third partner, Mr. Higglesby, against King Nakamura and Roderick Strong for the titles, but they retain, and Roderick Strong gets injured. Angel Garza, no Ivar, cuts a promo. Hogan, after beating Roderick Strong, goes one-on-one with Cameron Grimes, and Cameron Grimes beats the Hulkster. Then we have Eric calling out King Nakamura, and here we go. No title on the line, but they go against each other yet again, and Tamina and Natalya pick up the win yet again. And here we go yet again. Asuka versus Shayna, tables match, title on the line, and Asuka retains the title, and NXT is still in the lead. Triple H telling us to bring variety to our cards, but we know what we're doing. We've done an entire season of this. Sasha Banks wants a match in Boston. She got it. Dolph Ziggler tired of losing to Goldberg. He wants to fight someone new. Before the pay-per-view, we pick up Brock Lesnar. On to Payback, we have Charlotte Flair versus Mandy Rose in Extreme Rules to end the rivalry, and Mandy Rose beats Charlotte in an amazing match. Goldberg does some advertising. Ziggler wanted a new partner, so we put the titles on the line yet again, and Ziggler and Chad win back the tag titles. Rivalry done. Walter does some advertising. Mickey versus Bayley, they just keep on going at it, and Mickey beats Bayley yet again. Bayley started off hot and is going down. Trish comes in, does advertisement for us. Sasha wanted a match. We give her Extreme Rules against Peyton Royce, and the boss picks up the win, ending the rivalry. We turn Ivar heel. He looks like a heel, just like Eric. Owens versus Joe, one-on-one for the WWE title, and Kevin Owens retains yet again. NXT has just loved this matchup. They have done it every single week. This time, tables match, and Toni Storm and Naomi finally pick up the win and win those tag titles. Mr. Higglesby went from janitor to cutting promos. Cameron Grimes versus Hogan, yet again, tables match, and Cameron Grimes just has the Hulkster's number. Drew injured, calls out Roderick Strong, who's also injured. Eric one-on-one with Nakamura, tables match. Nakamura slams him through a table. Edge does some charity, looking for a new tag team partner. They pick up Kane to go against Angel Garza in Hell in a Cell. No Ivar. They pick up the Demon from Hell. That's not what they call him. Shayna versus Asuka. Tables match. Titles on the line. Or title, not titles. And Shayna wins. And NXT is still winning. We have Eddie telling us he's been on the bench for too long. And, you know, we had to give Ray the match against Walter. And Eddie wants in. Eddie wants a match. Kevin Owens tells us we've been pushing him too much. He wants a rest. You do what you gotta do, champ. You've been carrying. You deserve it.